Here is a long-awaited, long-promised French macaron tutorial. Hi guys! I know it's been a while since I did a video. Oh, I'm the worst. I said I was gonna be more, what's the word? Frequent in them last time I did a video, and then I stopped again. But the semester is officially over. Christmas makes things a little crazy, so it might not be super consistent until the new year. But here is a long-awaited, long-promised French macaron tutorial. So our friend Angela, who watches both my channels, has been having some problems with her French macarons. So Angela, I remember you told me that they were hollow on the inside, and I did some research for you, and usually your macarons turn out hollow if your meringue is too dry or you have over mixed your batter. So I'm gonna do a tutorial and show you how I make my French macarons, and hopefully that will help you to be able to make non-hollow ones. Well, let's get started. Now, a classic French macaron recipe only has 5 ingredients. They are almond flour, granulated sugar, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and egg whites. For this recipe, you are going to need 3/4 of a cup of almond flour, 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 large egg whites, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to start by beating our egg whites. You can use a hand whisk, but an electric mixer is much easier and much faster. Your egg whites can be fresh out of the egg, but if you want to use aged egg whites or egg whites that have been separated from the egg and sat for a few days, they say it loses its elasticity and helps to make a better macaron. So we're going to whisk our egg whites until they form soft peaks. Make sure that your mixing bowl, your whisk, or mixer attachment have no trace of oil or butter or any other substance other than what you're mixing in them. Beat your egg whites on slow to medium speed until they reach soft peaks. Once your egg whites have reached soft peaks, you're going to continue mixing while slowly adding your granulated sugar. Once your granulated sugar is added, continue to beat your egg whites, this time on high, for 2 minutes or until they form stiff, glossy peaks. You know you've reached stiff peaks when you can lift up your mixer and the peaks stay formed, falling from the mixer and coming up from the egg whites. They must still have a glossy sheen to them, otherwise you have overmixed them. Now we're going to add our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and beat on high for another 30 seconds. If you're going to color your French macarons, this is also the time that you would want to add your food coloring. Never add your food coloring after the flour and powdered sugar have been added. Once you've incorporated your vanilla, it's time to sift in your almond flour and powdered sugar. Always be sure to sift your ingredients, as lumps in your sugar or flour will create an inconsistent texture with your macarons. You're now going to incorporate the almond flour and powdered sugar using a spatula. Do not mix together in your mixer. Over-mixing your batter can create problems for your macarons. You want to mix them together just until all your dry ingredients are incorporated. Do not over-mix or you'll notice a runny, soupy-like batter. Once your batter is mixed together, the easiest way to pipe it onto your tray is with a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a plastic bag with a corner cut off. Either use a silicone baking mat or line your tray with parchment paper. It's recommended that you use a macaron template or a macaron tray to make sure that your macarons are all the same size. I'm going to pipe my macarons on using a pastry bag and a number 804 round tip. Once your macarons are all piped onto your tray, you need to tap the tray to release any air bubbles. You do this by dropping the tray a few times lightly. release the air bubbles so that they don't cause holes or lumps in your macarons while baking. Once you've completed those steps, allow the macarons to sit and form a skin for about 30 minutes. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it has reached this temperature and your macarons have been sitting long enough to get a film on top, go ahead and put them in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Once your macarons are finished baking, remove them from the oven and allow them to cool for 5 to 10 minutes before trying to take them off your pan. Now you can see on mine, they've started to turn just a little bit golden on top. You don't want them to gain any more color than that or you've overbaked them. Mine are also pretty rough on top and not smooth, so I probably could have mixed my batter for just a little bit longer to make it a little bit smoother. But you can see they've puffed up nicely and have a nice foot down at the bottom. Once your macarons are cooled, they should be able to be taken off your parchment paper or silicone mat without any trouble or sticking. Now it's time to fill them. I like to fill my macarons with a chocolate ganache, but you can also fill them with just a regular buttercream or any frosting of your choice. And there's my finished product. Hopefully you'll be able to get something that looks just a little bit more professional. But this recipe of mine has made 12 macarons. That's 12 full filled macarons and 24 single macarons. Thanks for watching. I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you. As you can see, macarons are not terribly difficult, I don't think. I mean, it's a little bit technical. You have to pay close attention to your measurements and your sifting and your temperatures and things like that, but it's a fairly simple recipe. So if you follow the recipe and these steps, you should be able to make French macarons that hopefully are prettier than mine turned out today, but taste wonderful. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you tried the recipe and let me know how it works out for you. You can also comment below with other requests you have of videos I can make. Hopefully, like I said at the beginning of the new year, we'll be able to have a little bit more constant and frequent videos. So thanks for watching. See you next time.